Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until probably about 5 o'clock. Probably about 5 o'clock. Come on in, say hi to me, because y'all know I like that. Um, Other than that, yeah, I got to talk about some stuff. I don't feel good about what I had to do, but I had to do what I had to do. Sometimes people don't learn. You ever met somebody? There's what the golden rule is: you do unto others the way you would have them do unto you, or something like that. That's the golden rule, something like that. But what the golden rule don't take into account is sometimes you treating people the way you want to be treated, but they treating you however the heck they want to treat you. And sometimes people don't get certain stuff, and I've experienced this a lot of times. Sometimes people don't get stuff until you do the same thing to them that they do to you. And then when you do it to them, they like, oh, that's so wrong. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Oh my God, I can't believe you did that. But none of that would happen if you wasn't, I'm showing you the way that you're treating me. I don't want to, but it's like the only way you'll learn. And then you're like, oh, I can't believe you treated me that way. And then you're like, remember when you did this? It's the same thing. Remember when you did that? It's the same thing. And remember, I told you, like, stop doing this. Stop doing that. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. And you kept doing it. Well, now I did it to you once and you about to lose your mind. Sometimes that's just the way you have to do people. It's a shame that you had to do it that way. But sometimes that's the way you have to do people. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do it today. This might be one of them days. Today might be one of them days. But before I get to any of that, before I get to any of that, I have to do what is the most important part of the show. The most important part of the show. And that's just say hello to people. It's the most important part of the show. It's the best part of the show. I know some people don't like it. If you don't like it, then tune in, later. Like go away and then come back once I done did all my hellos. Or you could just go away. You don't even have to come back. I'm all right with that too. Robert. Robert. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Robert. Veronica. Veronica in the house. Hey, Veronica. We got Lewis. Lewis Talbert. Not Lewis C.K. Lewis. That's Johnson, I think. We got Lewis Talbert. Good afternoon, Lewis. We got Anthony. Anthony representing the Wood. Is that Westwood? Is that what's the Wood? I'm not sure which Wood. Um, Erica. Erica in the house representing Reading. Good afternoon, Erica. Preston says, afternoon, good people from Avondale. I missed Mr. Wyatt today, but I'm here. I caught like the last hour of Mr. Wyatt. I was attacked. I gotta address it, but that's later. That's later. Um, Jacqueline. Jacqueline representing Evanston. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sea Breeze representing Boston. Good afternoon. Quintano. Quintano in the house. Good afternoon, Quintano. We got Drea. Drea representing Sycamore Township. Good afternoon. DeAndre. DeAndre say, uh-oh. There's no uh-oh. There's no uh-oh. Blue Mooney. Greetings. Representing Springfield Township. Good afternoon. We got DeWanda in the house. Good afternoon, DeWanda. Good afternoon. Quintano want to know, did I wear the House of Adam collection suit to the graduation? I did not. I just wore jeans and a t-shirt, and everybody was dressed about the same. I kind of figured that. It's, kindergarten graduation. Pamela, good afternoon, representing North Avondale. DeAndre says, hola sinner. E-man, well, hola to you too, bro. and he says, don't do it. Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes, because if you do it, then they be like, oh, that's what it sound like when I say that about. I wasn't doing thumbs up. I was pointing at myself. What can you do? Sometimes you have to do it because then people say, oh, that's what I sound like when I'm talking about them. I didn't I didn't say that about you. No, but you said this, 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 and this. Well, but I didn't mean it that way. Well, I didn't mean it that way either. You can't. That's later. That's later. Vanessa, good afternoon. Good afternoon. She says, checked in late, very tired. Her son graduated from Clark Montessori High School yesterday. Congratulations to your son. Congratulations. All right. Tria in the house representing Columbia Township. Uh, Regina representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Uh, Sea Breeze says this is the best part. After this, it gets interesting. Yes, but this is the best part to me. Um, Maria in the house representing North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. Got North College Hill in the house. Um, Pamela, yeah, the wood could be Westwood, it could be Hollywood, it could be English Woods. You know what I'm saying? You never know. He could still be representing English Woods. You never know. Um, Terry, good afternoon. He's representing downtown. Representing downtown. Little baby expected more from you, grandfather. No, she didn't. She didn't. Trust me. We got what's David? David in the house. Representing Under the Sun. All right. All right. Oh, and let's see. Daryl. Daryl, from his backyard in the good section of Forest Park. Okay. Don't have nobody back there with you. They're loitering. What's wrong with these people? But good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. I hope everybody's day has been going well. But it started out rainy, didn't it? Wasn't it kind of raining this morning? And now it's hot. It's just the way it's kind of going, I guess. Hope everything is going good. For some reason, people are still having this conversation about the young man who got killed over at Withrow. And they still want to assess blame to everybody but the person who did the shooting. Well, it go without saying that the person who did the shooting was wrong. No, it don't go without saying. Say it. Say it. Why y'all trying to hide the fact that the person, do y'all want to see people do more shooting? And that's why y'all refuse to say that the guy who, or the person or persons who did the shooting were wrong? Y'all trying to cover up because y'all want to see more of it? What's wrong with saying the person who did the shooting was wrong? And I hope that person is caught and prosecuted. Now, we want to blame everybody else under the sun. Everybody else under the sun. With no information. Or with limited information, I guess I should say. With limited information. We want to blame everybody else under the sun. We just creating scenarios. Our gut is telling us. If I had a nickel for how many times I heard, I know this in my gut, I have about 35 cents. But that's too much. When you're supposed to be, dealing in information. When you're supposed to be dealing in, see, when you say stuff like, well, I know in my gut that this happened. That's you passing on potentially misinformation. You can say, I believe this happened. I feel like this happened. I think this might have happened. You don't know anything. I mean, other than what we know. You don't know any of this other stuff. You believe it. You think it. But we want to blame everybody else. I want to hear some of these people who want to blame the police, who want to blame the principal. They want to blame CPS. They want to blame the parents. They want to blame. I want to hear some of y'all say what's understood but shouldn't be said or don't need to be said. I want to hear y'all say it. Say it. The person or persons who were shooting are the person or persons who's at fault. And that you hope they get caught and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I want to hear you say it. Why won't you say it? Why won't you say it? Well, everybody know. No, because y'all blaming everybody else. Who can we blame for this? Who can we blame for this? There's Daryl. Daryl's one of them. Daryl said, it goes without saying. It doesn't. It doesn't go without saying. You need to say it. Why are we too scared, protective, whatever the word is, to say that people who is shooting people are the people who are wrong? Jason says, because that's stating the obvious. So state the obvious. Apparently, the people who are out there doing the shooting don't think it's so obvious that what they're doing is wrong. So what's wrong with sending a message to those people that what you're doing is wrong? Well, it's obvious it's wrong. They doing it. And guess what? When they do it, you won't say it's wrong. You'll blame the police. You'll blame the principal. You'll blame the school district. You'll blame the parents of the victim. Say it. What's so hard about saying it? Wait a minute. Now you won't say the obvious? Now you won't say the obvious? Now you won't say the obvious. Any other time, you cool saying the obvious. But now, you won't say the obvious? We can have 4, 5, 6, it turned into 3 weeks of conversation about, can we blame the principal? Can we blame the police? Can we blame the district? Can we blame the parents? But only say that the person who did the shooting was wrong once. And then have 3 weeks of conversation about who else is at fault. Sound to me like some of y'all kind of like the violence. It kind of helped prove y'all point. It's sad. And there was a chick on Wyatt's show. What was her name? Amber? She sounded giddy that a young person was dead. She was upset that it was the wrong young person. She wanted it to be Pookie or Ray Ray. But it was somebody who she thinks has value. She literally laughed. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Like I said yesterday, I don't care if the kid had straight F's. I still wouldn't have wanted to see him get killed. Come on. Come on. So only people with straight A's, their lives are the only ones that matter. Come on, y'all. And now I'm a fool. I'm a fool for believing that law enforcement should enforce laws. And if no law is being broken, then law enforcement should leave people alone who aren't violating the law. I'm the fool. These people who always complaining about the police, but now they got a reason to say bad things about the police, but they won't. I say bad things about police when they do bad stuff. And absent some actual information, I can concoct a story in my head, okay? I could. Just, you know what I'm saying? I see it happen all the time. On whose line is it anyway? Give me a subject. Give me a this. And then they create a whole story. It's usually funny. I don't know if my story would be funny, but I can concoct a story. And that's what I see happening. That's what I see happening. Okay, give me a little bit of information. There were 50 kids there. They say, roughly. Okay? The police showed up at 11 o'clock. Okay? A shooting happened somewhere around 3 something in the morning. Okay? Caller?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear now.
All right.
I was just wanting to call in for the topic of today, which I feel like with the young man being murdered, I don't believe police should be at fault.
Okay, what's your name?
You know who this is.
I don't.
Well, you the one said you was about to start calling names, so I called in so I can hear it over the phone, so I can hear these names specifically that you're going to call these people on your podcast.
Okay, I still don't know who you are, but all right. Go ahead. What's the point you want to make?
Now, this is Alethea Williams. I'm going to stop being silly with you.
Okay, I didn't know who you were. I didn't.
I was teasing you. But, yeah, I just don't feel like the police is responsible. I think they did exactly what they were supposed to do. I think they arrived on scene. I'm pretty sure that more than one officer went to this location because of the amount of kids that was reported, between 30 and 40 children. And I'm sure that their first view was to look for alcohol, drugs, anything of the sort that is, that will break the law. If they saw 30 to 40 kids there and nothing's happening and they pulled off without one arrest, that speaks volumes for the children. I think that speaks volume for community policing. I think they did exactly what they were supposed to do and be peace officers. Now, the shooting didn't happen while the police was there. The shooting happened after the police left, which was hours after.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I believe the parents knew where these kids were. I believe his name was Lamont, but his mom knew exactly where he was. Yes, he's a graduate, and all applause go to him. He did what it took to get done with high school. They absolutely knew that this party was planned. But what happens is with these kids nowadays, You invite one, it gets on social media and it spreads like a wildfire. So you get the good kids starting, then you get the bad kids rolling in the end that wants to start trouble. I believe that is what happened. That's why there's nobody reporting, oh, we know who the shooter is, because they have to do this investigation. They have to break it down. The police is doing their job. And while we're sitting here and we're conversating, I believe we're starting rumors as adults. We're starting rumors. I heard so many males say, I can guarantee you there was drugs and alcohol. You can't
Right.
guarantee that.
Right.
I can guarantee you that they were doing this, that, and the other. One caller, it was twin. He was like, yeah, in one gang, you got shooters and hookers, and that's too much. You're going a little too far. There was 20 shots. The truth that we know, there was 20 shots. Lamont got hit. One person got hit. Nobody is reporting this is who this person is that did this. So the police are still investigating. I believe that they did their job. I'm going to be totally honest. And when the aunt went on TV, I'm going to state facts of what I heard. She said they couldn't find anywhere to throw this party, so they threw it here. So they are aware where this kid was. He didn't manipulate his mother to say, hey, I'm somewhere else, but ended up in another place. He was very open and honest about his whereabouts, what he should have done. He didn't do anything wrong. Oh, he should have been in the house. Now they want to blame the mom. He should have been in the house at 3 o'clock, regardless of where he was. Just like today, there was a shooting at a school in Price Hill just 2 hours ago. A kid was grazed. They don't care where you are. A shooter is going to be a shooter. That's who we should hold responsible, and that's who the topic should be on, the
Yes.
shooters, not the police who showed up and said, we can't touch these kids. They're doing nothing wrong. They had a loud noise complaint. Even when you listen to the call that was placed, it's just loud noise. There was no fights, no argument, no drugs, no alcohol, none of that. No crime was committed or reported.
But
So when
apparently, Alethea, this is what people think police are supposed to do. And this is the part that upsets me. It makes me sad and angry. They think the police are supposed to show up to a group of young people, whether they black, white, whatever, to a group of young people because they got a complaint, see absolutely no laws being broken, and then say, y'all got to get out of here or you going to jail. Why do we want police to be? That's not their role. They are law
that's
enforcement
aggressive. Police,
officials.
all peace officers is trained to energy. If you see nothing going on, I'm not about to be aggressive with you. Get up off this property. Nobody, once that police officer called into dispatch and said it's reported, I did not hear they said a principal allowed this. I didn't hear that. As many times that it was played, I didn't hear it. I'm going to be totally honest. But even if so, it's up to dispatch to do that. Police cannot contact the principal, say, hey, I'm on a shift right now and I was called to your, did you allow this? That's dispatch. They have supervisors to do that. That police officer don't have time to do that. That's why they call in. They run people in while they're there. They keep an eye on the subject. They don't have time to take a phone call, use a cell phone and say, hey, by the way. No, that's not, if they felt that needed to be done, they would have done that. But I don't believe the parents at fault. I don't. I really don't. 3 a.m. I've been young before. I am old in Fame's voice. I am old. I have spent the night. I pulled an all-nighter in front of my house. In front of my house, shots was rang out. By the grace of God, nobody was hit, but I was in front of my house. So shooters are going to be shooters. I feel like more energy, more time should be put towards the shooter. I don't believe everybody should be so hard on the police. I think they did a fantastic job. I'm going to just be totally honest. I think they did what they were supposed to do. Because if they would have went aggressive and those kids would have pulled out phones, had them all on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever else, then it would have been a bigger problem.
I agree. I agree with everything you said.
So that's all I wanted to hit on today. And I'm ready for the name calling because they had me hot and heated over in the other group. And I just felt like, yeah, we need to understand you can't attach what you used to do to what actually happened. I don't care what happened in your life. If you was a thug, if you was a gangster, and this what y'all did, you can't put your life to somebody else's. All we can tell is these group of kids went to the school. What kid do you know that's horrible will go to a school and say, let's set up here? They felt it was a safe place. The police came, said, oh, it's a pretty well-respected party. That was early on. The shooting didn't happen until after, which meaning somebody else could have arrived to misbehave in that situation. Just because a person make a call in the first place of a loud noise, that's different from they're over there shooting. That's a different call.
Absolutely.
So when they came with shooters, they came energy to energy. Now it's going to be a different outcome of how these police are coming because now a shooting is reported. Loud noise and shooting is two different levels. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they shouldn't have arrived for loud noise is how they entered for a shooting. And I think that's what our people wanted. They wanted them, get up out of here, y'all move, get on that arm and start cuffing it out. No, they didn't see anything. They didn't see anything wrong. Everybody keep talking about the park. Let's get on that too. Everybody keep talking about the park. It's a well-lit area there. Very well lit. Even if there is a curfew. People wanted to bring up the curfew. Yeah. There's been shootings at kids' football games, broad daylight.
They shouldn't have been there. All them people shouldn't have been at that daggone football game in broad daylight. I blame their parents. It's ridiculous.
Yes, blame the parents because we got our kids in extracurricular activities, and I'm blaming the parent because y'all took them there. Y'all took them there. It's a shooting. Somebody's dead on this field. It's usually people that's uninvited, Yeah. And in those cases, the person is not caught. At the football games, they was doing the shooting. They're not caught to this day. And today, they're still investigating who killed that little boy. It wasn't right. I'm going to call him a young man because he was 18. He did everything right. That's the worst disrespect you can ever do to a mother. And, of course, when you're grieving, you're going to want somebody blamed for what happened to your child. It's a natural stage of grieving. I'm going to just tell it like it is. It happened to me, but you want to blame somebody. But then you start thinking, after your mind clears from all the smoke, people need to step back and allow this family to grieve. Mm-hmm. Let them grieve. This is a new death to them. It shouldn't have happened. But the shooter, it wasn't the gun's fault. It was the person who was holding the gun. That's it. So that's all I wanted to call and say. Like, everybody's arguing, but there's no facts out here. You got to let the police do their job.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Olivia.
All right. You have a great day.
And bye-bye. Just so you know, I do tell men and put blame on men when they need it.
I'll wait to hear it. I just got your word. And matter of fact, I should have recorded this call to hear you say that so I could play it back when I don't hear it. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, Alethea. I appreciate that. I see Ron call. You can call back, Ron. I'll get you in. But yeah, anybody can create a story with a few limited facts. Okay, let me get Ron.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Ron?
I want to talk about the shooting.
Okay, Ron.
Oh no, I want you to talk about the shooter. What we gonna talk about the shooter? What's the talk about the shooter? What is?
Well, I don't know. You called. You said you wanted to talk about it. Talk about it. What you think?
It's obvious that the shooter was wrong. It's obvious.
What do you want to see happen to the shooter?
Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, what do you want to see happen to the shooter?
What happens to a shooter?
Ron, what do you want to see happen to the shooter?
They have to be arrested. Uh-huh. They have to be prosecuted if they're guilty. found guilty. They have to be sentenced, and I want them to be sentenced appropriately.
Okay.
Now, what you think about the shooter? I mean, what about the shooter?
The
Now
shooter
you
is
say you want to.
the shooter is wrong. And I want, like
Okay,
you said,
no, we
but
know
just
that.
from me with more passion, I want him to be found. I want him to be arrested. I want him to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Okay,
I want him to be
okay,
sentenced. And I want a
okay,
message to be sent from the police,
okay,
from the justice system, and from the
okay,
people that this is
okay,
wrong and it's evil and
okay,
it needs to stop.
okay. And since you said it louder, did you think it meant more to you than it is to me?
Yes.
Do you think it meant more to everybody else?
Yes.
Well, you're mistaken, and it's people in the chat that will sit there and tell you you're mistaken.
Okay.
But see, we don't have a shooter. We don't have a shooter
What?
or shooters
We do.
to talk. We don't have a shooter
We do.
or shooters to talk about.
We do.
Oh no, there's a shooter out there, and you know what I mean.
No, I
You know what
don't.
I mean. You know, we don't have a shooter arrested to talk about.
So we should talk about getting the
Can we get
shooter
that?
arrested.
So we can talk about the mistakes that were made, so that we don't make them again.
And again,
See,
okay, so again, what mistakes do you think were made based on whatever information you have?
I told you last night, or I told you yesterday. You know, they just handled the police just handled the situation wrong.
And you,
they should have sat there for a little while to see what's going on.
do you know if they did?
Should have. They should have.
Wait, do you know? You know whether or not
Okay.
they did sit there for a while?
I don't know anything that happened.
So then,
about the
but you're talking about what
situation.
should have been done, and you don't know what was done.
So you said you asked me a question. I'm telling you. You asked me a question. I'm telling you.
You did
what
tell
I
me.
Think should no. I'm telling you what I think should happen.
And I'm also at the same time I'm asking you the things that you're saying should have been done. You don't know whether or not they were done. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to be like the police was wrong. They should have did this. And what if you find out they did? Then was they right? You don't know if you don't know what they did.
If first of all, if you would let me finish, you know, you would get what I'm saying, and you would know whether or not they were right or wrong.
Well,
not
necessarily, because this is all based on your opinion.
You would give your opinion as to whether they were right or wrong.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what this is called a conversation, bro. This is a conversation.
Okay, yeah, but it's not fair to not let me go ahead and tell you what I think they should have done when you ask me the question, and then you interrupt me and tell me I'm wrong.
That
and all
is
this.
Fair. That's the way conversations work.
Well, no, you don't interrupt me.
No, that's not how conversations work.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I don't want to get. So we can just. So I can.
Okay. So no. Let's do it your way.
I ain't gonna even do it.
Yeah, let's do it your way. You give a speech,
and then
I'll hang up, and then I'll respond to your speech.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Give your speech.
I don't want to give a speech. You said you listen. Like I said, you asked me a question. Let me get it out.
Yeah, go ahead. Give your speech.
Let me get it out.
Go ahead.
Let me get my answer out.
Go ahead.
Now, they should have parked for a minute. They should have got out and kicked it with the kids for a minute. Got back in the car, because you don't have to be confrontational. When you do, and you and Alicia said y'all imply they would step out the car and rah rah rah. You and Alicia implied that, but they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. They can just kick it for a minute because we've had a problem with police and our relationships with black children. Wouldn't you agree? I said, wouldn't you agree?
Right. Go ahead and
That's
give
the
your
conversation.
speech. Go ahead and give your speech.
I'm not giving you a speech. Okay. Oh, all right, man. I ain't playing.
All right. If you don't know how to have a conversation, I can't really, you know, if you say the police should have did this, and now I ask you, did the police do that? And you're like, well, I don't know. That's a pertinent question. What if they did everything that you think they should have done, but you're saying they should have done this because you don't have the information? We're telling people what they should have done when they might have done it. How about wait for the information to create a story? Wait until you get clarification. Nothing wrong with asking questions. I don't have a single problem with asking questions. Why didn't the police break it up? Why didn't the police send them home? Those are legitimate questions. And then we have to wait to hear the answers to those questions. But he didn't send them home because ain't no way that this person said this, and ain't no way that that person said that. Ain't no way that this happened. I'm going to tell you what happened, see? What happened is they pulled up, and then some kids lied to them, and some kids said this, and then because the environment in the United States where y'all done made it where police is afraid to do their jobs, see, it's y'all fault that the police don't do their jobs because y'all will criticize them if they violate people's rights. It's y'all fault that they won't violate people's rights like we want them to violate people's rights, because now I'm going to tell you what happened. You don't know what happened. It's speculation. You don't know. Sometimes, and again, this is just what bugs me about it. It don't always have to be some external force to blame. And this, we want to be reactive instead of proactive. And proactive is not violating people's rights who are not violating the law. That's not being proactive. That's violating people's rights. And if that's the only way of being proactive, if that's all y'all can come up with, hold on, the police showed up, didn't see any crimes happening, so they should have just violated those people's rights. If that's what you consider being proactive, don't be proactive. And I'm hearing so many people, so many black people even, wishing and hoping that the police would have violated somebody's rights because they're young. Would have stopped it from happening. Look, y'all, this is going to be harsh. Tragic things happen. And the way to stop tragic things from happening is not becoming bad people. It's the opposite. Like I was saying earlier, it's telling people who do this bad stuff that this is unacceptable. when stuff like this, yes, help the police. If you have any idea who the person or persons was who were shooting, tell the police. Send the message to those that would do evil in our city, in our community, in our neighborhoods. Send the message that this behavior is not acceptable. Instead of sending the message to principals that we're going to blame you if people get shot in the parking lot, send the message to the people doing evil that we will not stand back. Well, what's understood don't need to be said. It need to be said that it's unacceptable and we won't stand for it. It needs to be said over and over and over, and it needs to be acted on. Now, it's easier to blame the police. And y'all know I'm a proponent of blaming the police when they wrong. When police are wrong, man, say it. Say they wrong. But it's y'all, I was about to call some names. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know I said I was going to call names. I can't bring myself to do it. And just because you think that the names that you calling ain't that bad, you still calling names. Well, that ain't personal. When you call people names, it's personal. Look, I disagree with y'all on the whole police piece. I don't think it's important that the police violate people's rights. Now, some of y'all the same people who, when the police actually violate people's rights, y'all excuse it. Y'all got every excuse in the book for why it's okay. Every excuse in the book. Y'all done created a new one recently. The new excuse is, well, the way that things are around the world, and at least in the United States, the police is scared to do their job. So you can't blame them. That's the new excuse. It's not even denying that they didn't do their job or that they did their job wrong. When you can't deny that they did their job wrong or didn't do their job, well, the environment is such that they're afraid to do their job. It's a new excuse. Crystal says, wait, I didn't hear anyone call someone a name. You wasn't listening carefully. People were calling names. You call somebody an idiot, that's a name. And some of the other names that were called. Because you disagree with me don't mean, I'm an idiot or, I'm one of these people out here trying to do all of that. I don't want to say the names, but names were called. Alicia says I use clickbait. I guess I did. I was going to call names. I was going to call people porch monkeys and all. I had a list of names, very offensive names that I was going to call people. I did. But I changed my mind right before I called the first one. Because I was like, I don't have to go to that level. I got them still in my back pocket. And if the names don't stop, then I'll start calling names. I don't know what good it'll do. But I'll start calling people names and start making up names for people and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, smart dummy. That's one of them. People love to call that name. Well, that ain't really a name. You calling somebody a dummy. That's a name. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get into calling people names. CK,
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, this is a great show, man. I heard the woman call her. She sounded eloquent.
Okay.
The woman, yeah, she sounded very eloquent. Had good intentions. Oh man, it was a great show. Yesterday, me and the class listened to it yesterday, and they think you went a little hard on me about the justifying criminal part. You know what I mean?
You justified criminals. I didn't say it. You said it.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I'm saying you didn't quite get my, because like, hey man, some criminal, being a black man born in America, I was some of the crimes are what you call BS. So it's nothing wrong with some crimes that people commit. You know what I mean? Like the crimes you commit.
And
You
so,
committed crimes in your life, right?
oh, have I?
You said it. You admitted it on your platform, sir. You forgot. You are the king of talk. You forgot what come out your mouth.
What crime did I admit?
Oh, you forgot. Huh?
Yeah.
Seatbelt, speeding,
Huh?
seatbelt, speeding. You're
Well,
a
those
speeder.
aren't necessarily
Seatbelt.
crimes. Those are infractions.
Oh, you're an infractor. That can lead to somebody's death.
Yes,
No, but
yes,
my
I'm
thing,
I'm an infractor.
yeah, but it's some crimes. You know what I'm saying? Some crimes, are moral. Like just because you serving the community poison doesn't make you a criminal. You just might be an employee for McDonald's.
Uh, what?
See what I mean?
No.
Just, okay, they just okay. They say drug dealers get pollute the community with poison, right? Same thing McDonald's do. Same thing the fast food do. They kill people just like drugs. Matter of fact, it's drugs in the fast food, right? So all laws. So some criminals, I don't care if you committing a crime. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, what's your thought on prostitution?
Um, I wish people didn't do it. I don't necessarily think it should be illegal though. But where it is
Right, because
illegal, you shouldn't do it.
Mhm. Based on what?
The law.
Oh, so
Laws are for
so
the
you
most part based on community standards, right? And I'm a
yeah.
look, I'm generalizing y'all, so I understand it's a little more complex than this. But in Nevada, that community don't have a problem with people selling their bodies for sexual gratification to somebody else. Okay?
Because they no,
That community says it's okay. Let's say here in Ohio, as a community, we like, yeah, no, we ain't with all of that selling body stuff. And so that's where it's a community thing. Different communities have
no
different
people in
standards.
Cincinnati community sells vagina on a daily basis, sir.
But the community as a whole frowns upon it and doesn't think people should.
No, sir, the law frowns upon it. The
Who
people sell the vagina, sir.
No. We elect, which is another reason why it's important to elect people because your values should be taken into account. We elect people, hopefully with values that match our values. And then they go in
Hey, Mama,
positions.
get your funyuns. I got you some funyuns in there. All the way at the back. You gonna see them when you
You
go
say
in
some
there.
Funyuns?
I hear you.
Did you say Funyuns?
I need some.
Okay. I was just
My
checking
bad.
to make sure I heard you right. But
I
you
thought
elect
the mute button was on.
it wasn't. You elect someone and they go say to city council. And then on city council, someone comes to them and say, hey, somebody is selling vagina in my neighborhood. And you hope that the person you elected feels the same way that you feel about someone selling vagina. And then they say, whoa, no, let's create a law against that. And guess why they have the right to do that? Because they represent the values of the community. So when you say the laws do, not the people, by their representatives, create the laws, which is why it's important for y'all to vote.
And that's what I'm saying. Remember, they created the law where abortion was illegal, but then the community say, no, we want to be able to do what we want to do with our bodies.
And that's another example of the law, the community dictating the law. Because if by some chance your representative misleads you and creates a law that the greater community says we don't like, then there's mechanisms in the law to come and say, look, y'all representative said this, but we don't believe that everybody feels this way. So we gonna put it to an actual vote of the people. Now you, the people, don't have to tell us what you think through your representative. You go to the polls and you vote your values. And then you find out, oh, the majority of the people did not agree with their representatives. So the law changes. It's community standards, which that's what dictates the law. And that's why you should vote.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about something about the BS that you've been brainwashed with. The only reason gambling is legalized now is because them bitches could tax it now. So if they found a way to tax the vagina, as you pronounce it, they would do that. So I'm telling you, ain't shit wrong with selling it. It's just they can't figure out how to tax it, sir. So you come up with this media brainstorm is ridiculous.
Well, no, that's not true. Because guess what? Guess what? Put it on the ballot. Have someone put legal prostitution on the ballot in Ohio, and then the people will get an opportunity. What?
Hold on. Hold on. Why do you have to legalize something that's yours? It's your damn vagina. You can do it as you wish.
Because
you can kill a baby,
because the community has said we don't want people to be able to sell that. You can't sell everything that you have.
You could go sell your blood for $40.
Okay.
In Roseline.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's legalize that. Let's see. So who are you to tell another woman what she could do with her vagina?
Well,
that's what I'm saying. You're doing the same thing abortion laws did.
As a community, we've decided that it's not legal to do that. Now, we can't stop you from doing it, but we can punish you when we find out that you did it.
These women got kids. Their kids got to eat. What's wrong with them doing what they feel is right?
All right, so go get a petition, get the signatures, put it on the ballot, and put it to a vote of the people. And then legalize prostitution.
Right.
You're not willing to do that.
You legalize gambling. Huh? Oh, no, I'm not, because you're right.
You're not passionate enough about it.
Right, I'm not. Listen, we can't fight for laws. This is not my country. I'm not the guy to fight for it.
That's what women have to make that fight. You can fight for laws. You can advocate for laws. You can vote for laws. It ain't nobody's fault but yours if you decide not to participate in that system.
But okay, in your belief system, you said you believe a woman has the right to do what she wants to do with her vagina. Do you have the same opinion on prostitution?
I think she should be allowed to, sell some vagina if that's what she want to do. Yeah.
That's all. Hey, there it is. King of talk. But this is what I wanted to holler at you about. I've been getting bullied in your comment section by old folks. These people like Daryl Comforter, he's bullying me. He's talking about me, and he know I'm retarded. Why would you be in your 50s and 60s talking about retarded people?
People don't like that word,
That's
man.
That's what I am. I don't like being retarded, but of course. But why do these people dog out handicapped people and then act like, oh, what's wrong with the kids? Bitch, you wrong with the kids. If you 60 still making fun of me, you know I got dropped on my head in 9 months, but y'all still making jokes all in the comment section. You know what I mean? No compassion. What's wrong with these older people? Why do they act so childish?
Just because you
That's what
old,
I'm trying to
look,
figure out.
I think I'm a good example of this. Just because you old, don't mean you can't be childish.
So you used to make fun of retarded people when you was a kid.
I don't like that term, and I typically, I don't think I ever made fun of anyone with, I'm gonna say, like a learning disability. I don't know what the appropriate terminology is
Right.
now,
Because you're
but
not doing it now. You're still just the same person. They're doing what they did now. It's just more impactful now. They don't have no, they know people out here get hurt, they get injured, get brain injuries. And I have been open about my pain, and these, like I said, chimps and monkeys want to talk about their own people. That's what I don't understand. Why, if you know I'm inflicted with a brain injury, why would you make fun of me? That's what I'm trying to figure out from black folks. See, you can't put this on the white folks. Why do black people do this?
well, white people do it too.
Nah, ain't nothing but blacks in the section.
Well, that's not true. There's some white people
What
there
that?
too.
Ain't not one white person made fun of me.
They
It's
might
all
have.
black. That's what I'm
They
thinking.
might have.
Now
You
look,
just didn't know they was white.
this is brother doing it, and you still bringing white folks. That's what's wrong with nigga. Whenever a nigga do something, you say, just like now, what about the principal? What about the cops?
No.
You doing the same shit.
No. If you are trying to single out black people as somehow being worse than other people,
No,
then I'm
no, I'm
going
saying
to
Daryl
point out
Carpenter is
that
a
black
black
people
man.
are not worse than anyone else, because it ain't just black
No,
people who make fun of people. It's
no, I'm trying
white
to,
people, Asian people, Samoan people, etc., etc. I like the Samoan, so I always bring them up.
but see how you never answer the question.
What
Why
was
is he dogging out somebody he know is mentally retarded?
Well, I can't answer that for somebody else.
That's what I'm trying to do. This is how we feel. I'm saying with examples like that, why do we talk about the youth? The damn daddies is messed up. If you that childish in your 50s that make fun of mentally challenged people, imagine what you taught your child to raise them.
You might have a point there.
Yeah, you know I got a point. It just hurt because it's the truth. Ain't nobody standing up telling these old ass folks stop acting like a kid. You're a bully at 56. Jesus Christ.
There are some bullies.
You know
Yeah.
I'm right, and I'm saying if I make fun of a mentally challenged black man, that has racial implications. Well, because at some point I'm gonna say, damn, that is a brother. He's a little mentally challenged. I'm not gonna sit there and try to, you know what I mean? Really, they trying to drive you to suicide. That's why a lot of people do commit suicide, and that's why I appreciate you for talking me off the ledge. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here.
Well, people don't always know that somebody is mentally challenged in that way, because I like to think, that there's a difference between someone who's mentally challenged and somebody who's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Or ignorant,
Mm-hmm.
maybe would be a better. Well, now some people are dumb. Some people aren't mentally challenged, but their ability to listen to, understand, and then I don't would it be called reproduce logic is not that good. They're not necessarily, I guess maybe they are mentally challenged, but not to that point. Like they're just dumb. They
Yeah,
exist.
they call us members of the spectrum now. They got a new saying. They say, yeah, he's part of the spectrum. You know what I mean? It's like part of but you know what I mean? He got to know I got love for his family and respect for his family, and I don't even know him just because he black.
Okay.
And then for me to for me to call in and express myself, it's like they are outraged. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. For you to go out your way and to be in your 50s to try to hurt somebody is my point. I feel that in America, some of us love to hurt each other more than we love sex and money. I would rather, just like I was telling you yesterday, we would rather destroy that principle than get a damn mansion ourselves. It feels good to us. Look how many people high off a dead right now. Ooh, I like to see that brother go down. Ooh, that's how they doing. See what I mean? They never liked him. Now, I appreciate you hearing my soliloquy, Mr. Livingston. I'm going to get back to work. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
You got a good-ass show, man. Much respect and much look to the family. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. That was CK. What did we learn from that call? I'm not sure. I'm certain we learned something. I'm just not sure what it is. So many things. We touched on so many things. I'm not 100% sure. And I don't even know what I was talking about. But hold on. Here's one thing that I will say that I agree with CK about. Some of the people in the chat, y'all say really mean stuff to people. And I get some of it is a joke, making jokes. I'm all about jokes. Funny is funny. Funny is funny. But some of y'all, get a little mean. Some of y'all get a little mean. Unnecessarily. And I don't block people. But I think some of y'all could chill out on the meanness. Hold on, Twin, who's another name caller. I learned from that call when you say be kind to people at the end. All right. Twin is a name caller, but I'm not going to call Twin no names. Twin been calling me names for a few days now, a couple weeks now. But I'm not going, I'm doing my Michelle Obama impersonation. When they go low, I try to not go low with them. That's what I'm trying to do. But no, again, about that situation, let's just wait for more information. I only don't understand. For real, I really don't understand this about some people. And I would love it if somebody would call me and explain it to me. I'm going to call out a couple names. Daryl Carpenter. Can you explain to me why you think it's okay for police to violate people's rights? Because I heard you saying they should. Anthony, can you call in and explain to me why you think it's okay for police to violate people's rights? I really do want y'all to help me understand that. I think, Jason, can you call in and explain to me why you think it's okay to violate people's rights? Twin.
What's up, E-Man?
How you doing, Twin?
Hey, man, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't be fanning people, whatever. I don't know what's wrong with CK today, man. He was doing good until at the end. Like he got in all his feet, in his little fees or something. Man, he ran out of smoke or something. He ain't sounding right at the end. Man, it's a chat, man. You come in here and say crazy stuff. This what you get. When you go on the Apollo stage in front of audience, you don't say no good jokes or sing, right? What you go get the boo, right? You don't get mad at them. You get mad at yourself for not singing right. So CK was sounding good at the end. Man, I don't know, so because I got dropped on my head. Okay, well, you said that before. You was sounding good, all right?
Hold on. To his point, Twin. People,
ain't going with that soft shit, man.
No, I will
man.
not go on with that soft stuff.
No,
because
go on
it's
with
real.
that soft stuff.
People, Twin.
Listen here, man. This is social media.
Twin.
It's social media, man. You can say whatever you want.
What? You can say whatever you want. Either way it go, it don't necessarily mean you should.
Emmanuel, it's an on and it is off button. You ain't got to get on the chat. If you come in here, if I come in like, dang, I got to take me a gangster. Oh, Twin, TMF. Why you say all that? You could have kept that to yourself. But it was a joke. People took it as a joke. But you come in, you got dropped out here. Okay, we understand. We sorry. But you put it out there, you know people go gun. Especially if you say stupid stuff on the chat, people go gun. Oh, yeah, I see why he got dropped over here, because he say stupid stuff. People go respond to what you say, man. If I say, man, damn, my knee hurt. Well, you shouldn't have been working in the dairy throwing that milk. I'll take that. I'm not an offensive person, but if you really, really get out your body and say, then I have to check you. All of a sudden, you was just cool and just.
That's what he's talking about. People say
Man.
super reckless stuff in the chat.
Okay, what they say wrong? I ain't see what they said wrong.
People say all kind of stuff in these chats that be completely out of line.
Man, that's a on and that's a damn off button. This is an X-rated off-limit shit. You can say what the hell you want to say.
Just because you
If you
can
don't
don't mean you should.
Damn it, don't get on this chat then. We didn't ask for you to come on here. You come on here to laugh and whatever else.
Didn't you
knew how
wait,
we get down
wait
on
a minute. Wait, twin, didn't you just
What?
say if somebody say something too out of pocket, then you gonna check them or whatever? Why don't you just turn it
Not
off?
offense.
So why don't you just turn it off?
Not-
Forget checking them, just turn it off.
I'm saying you can. It's an on and off button. You feel like you go get offended or anything else, yeah, turn it on or turn it off.
All right, so when somebody
you,
say something reckless about you, don't check them, just turn it off.
ain't nobody said nothing reckless about
But
me.
if they
only
do-
person I got it. I can't say what I want to say on his stage, but I can say it on this stage.
But if they
Only
do
your
say something
podcast-
reckless, then don't
I'ma
check them, just turn it off.
Like if somebody, I'm gonna tell you what's the most important thing to this. If somebody say you bitch ass nigga or your mama, that's a fighting word.
Why?
I
Just
would
turn
be-
it off. Just turn it off.
No, if I'm, man, you don't understand. See,
I
you
do
won't-
understand. You
No,
don't
you try to-
understand. You are setting one standard for you and a different standard for other people.
No, it don't work like that, player. I'm just trying to tell you the disrespect and the respect. It's you, either way you can have it, man. But I wouldn't just go out there and let feel like, oh, no, be respectful about it. I might joke, throw a little joke, and if you don't like the joke, oh well, take your soft ass home. Man, you see, people want it. One day you happy, one day you not. Man, take that bipolar shit on. Because I'm the same twin every day, man.
No,
If
you
I'm
are
down
not.
there, I ain't gonna bring.
You a different twin
goddamn-
minute to minute.
No.
Yes, you are. One minute
If
you
know-
laughing and joking. Next minute you crying. Next minute you about to kill somebody. Next minute you know what I'm saying? Sound like you about to sexually
I'm
assault
talking about-
somebody. You a different twin
Man,
from
shut
minute to minute.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm saying if I come, like if I'm around people, if I come to work or something like that, I'm not going to bring my attitude, what I've had at home to work. That's what I'm talking about. And that's it. I got to break it down to your dummy turn because you try to be funny at the same damn time. I wonder why you got to get cussed
I
out.
haven't said
being extra,
anything
man.
humorous.
No, whatever. You joke too much for me, man.
Then
That's
why?
no
Well,
problem.
you know
You
what
joke.
did you just say? It's an on and an off button.
Oh no, I'm just telling you how I feel about you. But I ain't
All right.
offended about it, but I'm just saying you be playing, you don't be sick. I don't know how to take you. So I say what I want to say to you because I don't know if you for real 1
Hold
minute
on, you
or
want
you
me
a
to help
joke.
you? You want me to help you teach
You
you how to
ain't,
take
man,
me?
I already know.
Hold on, here's how to take me. Here's how to take
you
me,
already
twin.
told me.
No,
You already told
this
me.
is super simple.
No, you already told me the other day you like to play.
No,
I like to play
this is
games.
here, hold on, this is super simple. This is how you take me. Usually I'm just trying to get people to use logic to process information. Just use logic to process information. Most of the time, that's my goal. You ain't got to agree with me. You ain't got to disagree with me. You ain't got to whatever. If what you saying, again, I don't have to agree with it, but it seems logical, reasonable. I can
Yeah,
roll
whatever.
with that's what you believe. But it
Yeah,
bothers
right.
me when people either don't use or can't understand simple logic.
Oh, but you got to sometimes catch you because I really don't understand. When then you try to be smart at the same time. When I say something, you're like, that's what I'm talking about. Man, you knew what I was talking about the first time.
No.
You want to crack jokes about
Twin.
Yeah, you did it the other day, man.
Twin.
You did it the other day, and that's why Ron cussed you out
What?
last week.
No, twin. You're wrong.
What, man?
if I don't understand what you're saying, I'm not like some people who's gonna pretend to know what you're talking about. If I don't understand what you're saying, I'm gonna say, hold on, I don't know what that means. You use a lot of slang and stuff that I've never
I ain't
heard,
saying me,
so I
just
don't
me.
know
I'm
what you're
saying
talking about.
I understand. I understand. That's why I come back and explain it to you what I'm talking about, because you don't know the slang I talk. So I come back and stuff. But if Ron or somebody, one of them, say something, and then you'll turn it around, you knew what he was saying, and you'll try to make an argument out of it. And I'm like, damn, man, he said that. Now you want to aggravate the man?
No.
And then that's when he gets to cussing and all.
Again,
Yes,
no.
you do.
Again,
Yes,
twin,
you
let me.
do.
Can I help you
You the
understand
type of
that?
person used to instigate and start shit
That's not
and
true.
take
I was
off
always
running
a
at the same
peacemaker.
time.
I've always been a peacemaker.
No, you weren't. I can tell
I've
you weren't no damn
always been a
peacemaker.
peacemaker.
You was a troublemaker.
I've always been a peacemaker. But
Instigate shit, man, like a
here's what
broad.
happens. Here's what happens. See, people say stuff and they don't realize. I think they're not thinking deep enough, maybe, so they don't realize the potential ramifications of what they're saying. And so
You're right.
What
I
I like
understand
to
now.
do,
I understand now.
yeah, so what I like to do is take the message that they're sending and kind of crystallize it down into, one or two sentences. And then when you do that,
Right.
they like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And then you start breaking down what they actually said logically. And the only
Yeah.
conclusion that a logical person can come to is whatever it is I just said. But they don't like it because that's not what they meant, but that's what they were saying.
I understand. But my point is this, Emmanuel. We joke on here and all that. I mean, some people get offended, some people don't. If I feel like anybody on there, I hurt y'all feel, I'm offended to, getting on your nerves some type, just holler at me in the chat like, twin, stop me, and then it's offensive and all, and then I respect it. But we on this thing and we come on here every day. Don't get in your fifties about shit. Because I'm a joke. I'm a crack joke. If you say something stupid, I cooked me a pork chop. Now you know you ain't supposed to eat that pork chop. I'll say something stupid like that. I thought you was on a diet or something. I'll say, now you wrong for eating that pork chop. And, I'll say something crazy like that. I mean, we're in the chat chilling. Now, if you get all on the defensive side, that's on you. You stuck in your feeling, but it is what it is, man.
Well, he was stuck in
Crazy,
his feelings.
man. Man, he ran out of loud. Go get one of them loud packs.
But I know,
if you
but
need
twin,
something.
I know that's not what you called for. What did you actually call for?
No, I really did, to be honest, because he shocked me with that. But yeah, that police issue, man. I just hope they catch the trick. I mean, the killer, whoever did that, though. I really do, man, because you can assume and all that, because we wasn't there. It's just assumptions where we making assuming about the situation. We wasn't there, but if that police officer, to me, man, really, can't hold. Sometimes the police can't be your babysitter sometimes. But if that police officer up there, man, and them kids in there chilling, ain't nowhere else to hang out at, I would have, hey, y'all got to move and stuff. And, it's late. And, I would engage with them at first, whatever, like, all right, but, it's late and y'all got to take somebody else or something. I heard people, it's in that bag. In the same bag.
Get her.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Right there.
Send it.
Yeah.
You can say D. It's in the damn bag.
That's you and her.
You can tell her.
I want both of y'all too. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's up to the prosecutor and whoever holding and everything, the information. But they got cameras out there. But somebody go sing like the Temptations in a minute. Somebody go tell.
I hope so.
Somebody.
I said,
yeah,
I hope
man,
so.
'cause that's sad, man. Yeah, 'cause that could have been, I look at it, that could have been my son or somebody like that. And what make it so sad to me is on the graduation, man. His mom ain't even took probably pictures of him, a couple of pictures or something, but you want to, man, it's crazy how it went down on the graduation, though. But we don't talk about none of this, though, man. The one thing we talking about, well, we got a program coming. We got this coming. Man, hell with the program. Is it going to save these kids' life? Something more important than a goddamn program y'all coming up with? Well, we talk about housing and stuff, affordable housing. Man, stop with that affordable housing stuff because y'all don't know the definition of it. The hell is a damn affordable housing, man?
Well,
Oh,
it
damn
kind of, but
affordable housing.
hold on. I, I
What?
I don't like it when y'all say that. All right. I don't like it when y'all dog out the people
Emmanuel.
that's trying to help in their way.
Hey, man, what? They've been hollering that for years, man. I ain't
Oh,
never seen no damn. I look at it like this, Emmanuel, in my opinion. That damn affordable housing is that humanitarian society people, whatever they is, they be building. That's affordable housing to me, Emmanuel. That's crazy, man. I don't know the definition of affordable housing. And then the people don't wake up and they get mad at Stephon when he pulled a whole card, man. He hit the street. And if it came to it, hell yeah, I'll vote for Stephon. Because he hit the street and I know Stephon. The man out there hustling, man. And it's crazy how people, and then you got these gatekeepers and the motherfucker won't keep secrets and stuff, and you ain't part of the get along, get out my face. Come on, man. It's stupid idea. And I'm going to tell Lincoln when I get on there, he bogus as hell. At first he said he didn't take money. Now he said it's a consulting fee. Motherfucker, you know you've been taking money, man. Every time they get on your show, you take money. You want to come on there and tell the community? Yeah, come on. I'll give it to you. Tell me. Leave my money in receipt and stuff in the bag. It's crazy, man. I don't know, man. That's why this city ain't gonna prosper, man, because stupid stuff like this. That's why we can't get along, these black folks, man. You ain't part of their clique, hey, hell with you. That Ohio River, jump in it. I'm honey, man. I got milk, man.
all right.
Just milk to put up. All right. What you had something to say, E-Man?
Yeah, but you got to put up the milk, bro.
I got 2-3 minutes with you. Go ahead.
I don't like it when some of y'all criticize people who are out there trying to help these young people because y'all don't think that the help that they giving them is effective, and maybe they doing the best that they can do. But if you know a better way, criticizing the people doing their best ain't a better way. Do it a better way, and then see how effective your way is, or shut up. And with
Emmanuel.
the affordable housing piece, look, affordable housing, of course it's relative, but they do have programs where you pay like 30% of your income and for your housing. That's affordable housing. Low income housing and all of that kind of stuff. But the thing is, people are trying to make housing that's cheaper for people who make less money. So if you want to refine maybe the definition, that's all good. But don't completely throw people out who are trying to create housing that low income people can afford because we don't have an exact definition of what affordable housing is.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, whatever. If you say so, man. I forgot what I was about to say.
Well, since you forgot, let me say one more thing to you. I just want to give you, remember you said something about a pork chop?
What about it?
All right, you said, like, for you be joking, right? Somebody might say, I'm about to make me a pork chop, and you be saying, jokingly, like, oh, you shouldn't be eating a pork chop or whatever, right? And, that'd be you joking. Here's what I'll do. What I'll do is somebody will say, I'm about to go make me a pork chop, and I'll say, so you saying it's okay to eat pork? No, I didn't say it's okay to eat pork, but if you making you a pork chop that you about to consume, you clearly believe it's okay to eat pork. You're sending out the message that, in your opinion, there's nothing wrong with eating pork. People get mad about that. Oh, you being
No, I ain't
extra.
say no.
You
no,
being extra and all that kind of stuff.
No, I ain't saying one wrong to eat. I ain't mentioned no saying wrong to eat pork. I'm just saying.
No, you.
I'm just saying. I heard what you're saying, but I was putting it as you telling me. I was putting it as you supposed to be on the diet and stuff. So why you eating that pork chop? I was putting it as like that. So you can't get mad at what I want to say or whatever.
I know what you were saying. I was just giving the example, using that
Yeah.
example of what I do to people. When people be like, you be putting words in people's mouth. Like, no, I took what you said and took it to its logical conclusion and then spit out the logical conclusion to you. And you say, you didn't say that. But you clearly, that's what you were saying.
Yeah. Damn, it's cold. Woo. All right, man.
All right, twin. All right, that was twin. And we got on pork chops. He brought up pork chops. Um, Ron, Ron, you hung up. I didn't tell you to hang up. Ron say, oh yeah, I did mean to talk about that LW stuff. He swore up and down that you were telling a lie about him taking money. Um, when did he swear up and down that I was telling a lie? I heard him say clearly, yeah, everybody know that that's the case. Everybody know this and everybody know that. So I don't think he said that I didn't that he didn't do it. Fame.
Yeah, how you doing?
Fame, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pleasant, per usual. Somebody had texted me, said that somebody was talking about me earlier. I didn't get a chance to look at the replay. Like I was just trying to investigate.
I don't know. What did they say about you?
I don't. Some caller had called in and had said my name. Some lady. That's what I was told.
I don't know. You probably said some nonsense because you said some nonsense yesterday.
I didn't say no nonsense yesterday.
You did.
What I said yesterday was basically I highlighted. See, remember, like I tell Wyatt, like I'll tell you on your show, I'm the camera of your show. You understand me? I'll blow up the negatives so that people can see the bigger picture. You understand me?
I comprehend that.
Yeah. And what I was highlighting was the conflicted nature that us as black people want from police and interactions with our people.
What conflicting nature is that?
It would have hurt no one for the police to disperse that crowd. It would though. You know, there's right violating behavior, going up whooping somebody for nothing.
Fame.
And then there's like minor inconveniences,
Fame.
telling the crowd to disperse.
Fame.
What? Yes, sir?
Are you willing to have like a regular kind of thoughtful conversation about this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And I'm asking this as an honest question. Do you understand that the role of law enforcement in our society?
I'm assuming it's protect and serve.
It's to enforce the law.
Right.
That's their job, to defend the Constitution and to enforce the law. Sure, there should be some level of protection, but that protection is for when people are, going to violate the law, right? Somebody going to break into your house. That's a violation of, somebody's going to assault you. And police are standing there. Their job ain't necessarily to protect you. Their job is to stop that person from assaulting you because that's against the law. Their job is rooted in enforcing the law.
Okay.
All right. So if no one is breaking the law in the presence of law enforcement, what authority do you believe law enforcement has over those people?
Not necessarily authority. It's just a light warning. Hey, let's go ahead and disperse. It's late, kids. Let's get on out of here. Or young adults, whatever they were. It was a high school graduation crowd, so it would not be out of the realm of possibility that some of those people were minors and juveniles.
Okay.
And some of them might have been 18.
Okay.
At the start of your soliloquy there, as CK likes to say, at the start of your soliloquy, the reduction. Are you able to have a sensible, logical conversation about that? I thought that was very supercilious by you. But I, at this point of listening to you for 20 years, I expect nothing less. So continue.
Okay. So I'm not sure that you answered the question that I asked. But no, I don't want to presume. So let me restate the question, and then if you did answer it, then please just restate the answer for me, because I didn't catch it. if no one is breaking or violating a law, what authority in your mind does law enforcement have over that individual?
Well, that's the nature of policing. Their authority usually comes as reactionary. It would have been proactive for him to disperse the crowd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't actually answer the question.
I answered it the way I heard it. I feel like the police should have dispersed that crowd. However you wanna break it down to a high school 101 civics lesson. That's fine. The police should have dispersed the goddamn crowd.
Now,
That's
okay.
it.
So let's go with that as an answer, okay? So you say the police should have dispersed the crowd based on not them violating the law, because it sounds to me, and now I'm speculating, okay? So I want to be clear, this is speculation. But it sounds to me like the police potentially went there to disperse the crowd, but then got word that they were allowed to be there. Now, whether or not that word was actual or somebody made it up, whether they actually spoke to someone in authority, I don't know. But somehow the police walked away with the belief that those people were legally in that space. So if police believe that you are in a space where it is legal for you to be, what do you believe, what authority at that point do you believe police have over you as a citizen?
I didn't get that question because it sounds like what you're asking me, you kind of went around the world to go across the street.
I'll restate.
At the end of the day.
You want me to restate it so it's simpler?
No, it's okay. I think I got the gist of it though.
Okay.
I'll just say this. At the end of the day, I don't believe that a Cincinnati police officer, that sounded like a rookie, it probably was, because it was third shift.
But isn't a rookie still a Cincinnati police officer?
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
I just don't see a veteran officer buying that excuse. We okay to be here, blah, blah. So-and-so said we can stay here, a little longer. Whatever the cockamamie excuse that was given to the police officer was, on the dispatch. We have the dispatch, the communication. I just find it hard to believe that a cop just took somebody who wasn't in authority's word to believe that.
Well, we don't know. We have no idea who told him that. So it could have been someone in authority. It could have been someone out of authority. We have no idea who told him that. But the bottom line is, at some point, he seemed to have a genuine belief that they were authorized to be there.
Okay.
And so at that point, what authority do you believe that officer has over people who he believes is authorized to be in a particular place?
Again, that comes to, how do we want our people policed?
Right. So, and that's what I'm asking. That's the question I'm asking. What authority do you believe?
I would have had no problem. If the cop dispersed the crowd.
That he honestly believes had every right and the authority to be there. You're comfortable with a cop saying, look, I know you got the right to be here, and I believe you have the authority to be here, but I'm the police, and I say leave. You comfortable with that?
You don't have the authority to be on school grounds.
He believed that they had the authority. Clearly, he believed that.
Did he have proof?
You don't have to. That's like trying to prove a negative. He didn't have proof that they did, and he didn't have proof that they didn't. And so you have to have proof that they don't have authority to be there in order to remove them. They don't have to prove that they have the authority to be there. That's just the law, man.
They oftentimes believe that you've got a gun in the front seat, but it's your cell phone. And many people have died behind that belief. It wouldn't have hurt anybody if he dispersed that crowd.
Then
That's all
just
I'm
answer
saying.
the question.
You could.
So then just answer the question.
I believe I
It
have.
sounds like your answer is yes, but why don't you want to actually say yes? My question is, you're comfortable with law enforcement saying to a citizen, I believe you have a right to be here, and I believe you have the authority to be here, but I'm the law, and I say you got to leave. You're comfortable with that?
I'm comfortable with police dispersing a crowd of juveniles on a school grounds that had a nuisance call in.
So
on.
no
Now,
matter the circumstances,
I'm
you
perfectly
comfortable with police just coming up saying y'all got to get out of here?
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. I'm
Okay.
perfectly okay with that.
Okay.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
All right. Keep
Because,
that in mind.
Truly, decent people are just gonna walk away. It's not worth the trouble. We done. We graduated. We out of school. It's over.
I
Fuck
reject that.
I ain't about to
I
start
think
my.
truly decent
I ain't about to-
people stand up for their rights. That's what I believe. Truly decent people
Well,
don't walk around
no, righteous
letting
people
people
fight
because
for their
they
life.
have a badge and a gun violate them and their rights. Now, some of y'all are comfortable with that, but some people are not.
Some people are firebrands
If that's what you
and
want to
get the
call
rest of the crowd fucked up.
it. If that's what you
Some
want to
people
call it.
get the rest of the crowd fucked up. That's something that a reasonable person would have just said, you know what? All right, I'm out. I ain't got time for this.
I guess we
You
have
know,
different
he ain't trying to
definitions
arrest
of
nobody.
reasonable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've been behind the great steel gate. I've dealt with these cops.
Okay.
It ain't worth the trouble. 9 out of 10 times, it ain't worth the trouble. And this was one of those 9 where it wouldn't have been worth the trouble to just walk away.
Well, that's what the police did. He just walked away. He said it's not worth
No,
it's
I'm
not
talking
worth
about-
the
I'm talking
trouble
about the
to
citizen.
violate these people's rights. Let me just walk away.
I'm talking about the citizens had the cops violated your rights by telling you to leave. It would have been perfectly acceptable to just say, all right, cool, I'm gone. Y'all ready? Who do I ride with? You ain't gonna leave? All right, I'll catch an Uber, I'll catch a cab, whatever.
Okay.
I'll catch the bus, it's still running.
I understand what you're saying.
Again, how do we want our youth and our community policed?
Legally. Within the bounds of the law and the Constitution. That's how I want our community policed.
Within the spirit of the law or the letter of the law?
Within both the bounds of the law, the spirit and the letter.
The spirit of the law would have allowed those people to be would have told that cop it would have been okay to tell them to leave. The letter of the law would have been hid behind some damn ordinances and all that old monkey ass shit.
Well, that's not true necessarily. Again, because we don't have all of the details, but I'm not even basing it on all of the stuff that other people are speculating about. What I'm saying is, because I know how police officers' jobs are judged, and their job is judged based on the information that they have at that moment. Okay? It's not based on what happened 4 hours later, and it's not based on what happened 2 days ago. It's based on at this moment what is going on. And at that moment, it seems clear to me that law enforcement official believed no crime is happening and these people have the authority to be here. Whether he was right or wrong, that's what he believed at that moment. And that's how the judicial system judges police performance. So at that moment, if he believed that they had the authority to be there and no laws were being broken, his only legal cause of action was to leave them alone. That's it.
Perhaps. Do you remember what happened to the officer who let the young boy die up at Seven Hills?
I'm not even sure of the incident that you're speaking of.
Where the boy died in the back of his caravan, got trapped behind the folding seat.
Do I remember what happened to them? I don't remember what actually happened to them.
The cop. I don't know what happened to him either, but I say that to say this. I imagine this cop is going to face the same fate as that cop because heads are going to roll. Somebody's got to be punished when a kid didn't have to die.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna be punished. Probably from the school district too, because now it's going to turn into a battle of the school district versus the police, and the police need a levy this year, or not the police, the school district. If I'm not mistaken, they're making a ballot request this year, are they not? Are they expected to make a ballot request this year?
I'm not sure. That question did come up, and I'm not sure if they're going to put a levy on the ballot.
Yeah. So heads are gonna roll because of this, because it didn't need to happen.
That we agree,
now,
it didn't need to happen.
Whether we would say that the police is more at fault than the school district is more at fault, we can argue till the cows come home. But I guarantee you that there's going to be an administrator or some school personnel not necessarily relieved of their job, but punished somehow.
And
same thing with the police officer.
And the sad part about that will be, it's possible. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's possible that what you said will happen. Maybe some law enforcement official will face some repercussions for this. Maybe the school system or some individual in the school system will face some repercussions for this. But it's possible all that'll happen and they'll never catch the shooter. So the person who actually did the shooting will face no repercussions. And I think some people will be okay with that.
No, we won't, because
I think they will.
Because, like I said,
like that Amber lady who called Wyatt show, I think she'd be all right with that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I do.
I don't really call in a call-out caller, but, you might be, perhaps you're right. Well, I guess what I'm saying is that all those people saw that shooting, and nobody is man enough at this point anyway, or, grown enough, adult enough, mature enough to tell the police who it was.
Again, we
and
don't
he's
know
the only
that.
one that got shot.
Again, we don't know that.
Well, at this point, police, whether they're being coy, but they did say they don't have any suspects.
They may be being coy. Or is it possible that the people who were there, that they don't know who was shooting at them? Is that possible?
Somebody knows something.
So it's not possible. It is impossible for them to not know who was shooting at them. That's impossible.
So somebody knows something. I'm just saying, there's too many people around. One person gets shot that somebody didn't know something. I believe Carpenter said it in the comments earlier about how that makes me think that he was the intended shooter. He was the intended victim, which says a lot. If he was the intended victim, there's cell phone records of somebody calling somebody up there, some shit talking, something.
See,
somebody knows
you're
something.
Not being reasonable when you rule out even the possibility that they don't know who was shooting at them. You lose credibility when you say that.
And just let them go. So a random person just drove by and just started letting them go.
Is that impossible?
Not impossible, but it's more like it's unlikely in this situation.
We weren't talking about likelihood. We were talking about possibility.
Okay, well, it's a small possibility then. How about that?
All right. You got some credibility back.
All right. Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you. Goddamn. I got my credit back, because, credibility is very important. Them debit swipes, I got to make sure that everything's in the account. So Emanuel gave me my credit back. I feel good now.
Well,
I think we'll end the call there, buddy.
It's better when you say the king of talk gave me some of my credibility back. Sounds better that way.
The king of talk.
That's right.
The alleged king of talk.
No alleged.
Who the alleged king of talk gave me my credibility back, and I feel damn good about it. I'm one of his worthy, loyal subjects.
All right.
But Caesar had some too. That's all I gotta say. Beware the eyes of March, nigga. Holla, be well.
All right, fame. That was fame. Oh, yeah. Look, y'all, I'm not trying to create a scenario. I'm really not. I promise y'all I'm really not. My whole point is we don't know. And so, people, that means it's possible that this happened, and it's possible that that happened. It's possible that this person said this. It's possible that that person didn't say that. We don't know. We don't know. So to jump to any conclusion, the reason I'm sticking on the police conclusion is because, again, this comes down to y'all don't seem to be understanding the message that y'all sending. Y'all think, oh, well, I mean, somebody did get killed, so in hindsight, the police should have just violated those people's rights and kicked them out. Yeah, that sounds good. But you forgetting that once you give police authority to violate people's rights and just rule over them because they feel like it make common sense. You know, Jason, you keep saying, well, common sense. What's common sense to one is not common sense to another. So it's not common sense that police should be given authority to violate people's rights. That's not common sense. And again, the long game of that is, okay, now police get to tell kids who ain't violating no law and have authority to be wherever they are based on their belief. They get to tell them what to do and enforce it under the threat of locking them up or giving them a ticket or whatever. You think they stop there? What do men with power want more than anything else? More power. So, oh, wait a minute. I got this group of teens out here. They got a right to be there. They're not violating any laws. I can go order them around. And if they don't do what I say do, I can take them to jail. Oh, yeah, good. Get them kids off the street. Oh, wait a minute. I got a group of young people here. They're not teens, they're young adults. They ain't violating no laws. And they have the authority to be wherever they are, but I get to go tell them to do this because I said so. Or I'm going to lock them up. That's not a far stretch. Oh, wait a minute. And we got this group of full-grown adults. They got a right to be there. They not violating any laws, but I can tell them, disperse, because I said so. Emanuel, you taking it too far. I keep telling y'all watch these videos. I'm going to see if I can find this video. Yes, it was people out in their yards having a barbecue. Police came up. They wasn't loud. They wasn't violating no laws. And police told them, go in the house. Go in the house. And they like, well, we got to go in the house. We in our yard. We cool. We ain't hurt nobody. Somebody got arrested because they wouldn't go in the house because the police said so. Charges were dropped. What law did he break? They said disorderly conduct. What was the disorderly conduct? Well, he was yelling and cussing at me and not obeying my order. These were full-grown adults in their yard, not violating the law in a place where they were authorized to be, but a law enforcement official came up and told them to move, go in the house. Well, Emanuel, that's wrong. They shouldn't do that. That's what y'all actually asking for. When the police are wrong, call them out. But when they not wrong, leave them alone. We don't have enough information to blame the police. We don't have enough information to blame the principal. I don't know that it's even reasonable to blame the parents. Definitely don't want to blame the victims, which some of y'all doing. They're doing out there at 3 o'clock in the morning. Shouldn't be outside at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's safe at 3 p.m., but it ain't safe at 3 a.m. Blame the shooter. That's who you blame. The shooter. And no one is saying in every circumstance, oh, we police our own, we don't want the police. We police our own, we don't want the police. Nobody's saying that. People who telling you that, they just trying to manipulate you. Nobody's saying that. What people are saying is, you don't have to be over-policed. There's a difference between police stand there and watch somebody get killed and, police jump in and beat everybody in the crowd. There's a middle ground. That's what people are advocating for. The middle ground. People who are telling you that people want the police to not do nothing. And if the police do the right thing, they going to be crucified. And police they want to police themselves. And these people won't say nothing because what they asking for, they seeing what they get when they police themselves. This was not a case of the community policing itself. This was a case of somebody shooting tragically and killing a young man. Stop tying all this other stuff into this. The shooter is wrong. Stop trying to manipulate people against people who are for police accountability and fairness. And I say again, one last time, then I kind of got to go. We don't have the information to make all of these suppositions. We just don't. We just don't. So if we want to focus on who was wrong and sending messages, let's send messages to the people who are doing these evil shootings in our community. And the message is, we don't like it. We not going to stand for it. If we know it's you, we going to turn you in because we want safe communities. Because I think most of us want safe communities. I don't know about that Amber. She seemed to really enjoy what she was hearing and seeing. Most of us want safe communities. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I don't know what y'all got planned this weekend. If you go to Taste of Cincinnati, whatever, enjoy yourself. What is it? Thursday? Does little baby need some water? She might need some water. She'd be fine. You need some water, little baby? Oh, she said she got water. She got some water. She didn't do all of that. She said she got some water. I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. I plan on seeing y'all. Oh, how was the graduation? The graduation was cute. It's little kids. It's going to be cute. They did some little dances. They talked about everything that they learned this year. Me and Mrs. Livingston determined that little baby didn't learn nothing in kindergarten. Nothing. Because everything that they taught in kindergarten, she already knew. Everything. I'm not saying everything, but, they say, they learned their ABCs. She already knew her ABCs. They learned the states. She knew the states. They learned the ocean. She knew that. They learned the continent. She knew that. Like everything that they said, oh, this is what we taught them. She already knew that stuff. Like, you went to school and didn't learn nothing. Sometimes when I pick her up and I ask her, I say, what did you learn today, little baby? And she'd be like, nothing. I'll be like, you didn't learn nothing? And she'd be like, no. Like, what did they teach? They taught us, this, whatever, whatever. I already knew that. I'll be like, oh, oh. Somebody said that she should have been in the first grade. They wanted to put her in the first grade 2 years ago, actually. They wanted to put her in the first grade. But her mama won't move her. Her mama is afraid that she's too small, like physically in stature. That she's too small, and so she needs to. And I keep trying to tell her, like, they not trying to promote her for fun. They trying to promote her because she's at a point where she's wasting her time here. She's not learning anything. Let her move on up and learn. She claims she gonna let them move her up the next time that they request to move her up. She claims that that's what she's gonna do, but I don't know. She'd be worried. She'd be worried. But yeah, they done tried to move her up a few times, and I don't stop teaching her. You know what I'm saying? When she come over here, get them flashcards. We working on multiplication now. She don't. She might not be ready for it, but we're working on multiplication now. Cause I feel like at 6 years old, man, you got to shove as much information into their head as you possibly can. Just keep putting information in there. Keep putting it in there, cause she retains information. So you just keep putting information in there. Just keep it up. So yeah, she ain't in the first grade yet, but she knows some of her multiplication. She don't know the whole multiplication table yet, but she will soon. I mean, she going away for the summer, but when she come back, trust me, she'll know those multiplication tables by by the middle of the next year. She will know those multiplication tables. Trust me when I tell you that. But no, the graduation was good. It was fun, and like I said, they did a couple of little dances. Sang a couple of little songs. They sang. I thought it was like super cute. They sang this, the song "Stop Spreading the News" or "Start Spreading the News." I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. That song. But they changed it to first grade. So stop spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. First grade. And I was like, that's kind of cute. And they had them with the little, what they call it when you got a top hat and I want to call it a cane. But I don't know if it's a cane. A little black cane with the white tip. So they had them with that, and they had, what you say? The white tip thingy, that's a cane. It's a cane, okay. Yeah, they had them with the cane, and they were singing the song, "Start Spreading the News." It was cute. I enjoyed it. All right, y'all. Yeah, Terrence might not be the best person to be teaching stuff like that. Let me see. Alethea says tomorrow you should talk about Terrence Howard interview. I was not what Terrence. I'll look for a Terrence Howard interview. Yeah, she was listening. She knew I was talking about her. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Get out there, have some fun, stay hydrated, stay cool, stay dry. And as you are out and about, be the reason that somebody smiles. Till next time.